like you don't really care for girls like me. It's sad to say, but I have gotten used to it. But the way you're blowing these signs making my mind go wild.
So what's up, guys? This is Ja. Welcome to another episode of The Basement Project, and I'm here with the talented, effervescent, beautiful Althea.
It's a lot. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Now, thank you for coming through. So, how have you been? How's life been going?
Life has been weird.
To say the least, right?
Yeah. I've been good, healthy, thank God. I'm alive, can't complain. I've been working, and yeah, everything's been good. Can't complain. Yeah, everything's been pretty good despite all the craziness that's been happening the past 6-7 months. Everything's been pretty
Right.
good. Yeah.
So now, last performance before everything had shut down, before life had changed, well, we actually both did the Black event
Yeah.
in Mount Vernon by the Akbar Center. So tell me about that, because you did a beautiful cover of Redbone that I still remember vividly in my head.
That experience was awesome. It was one of the first performances that I had done in a while. I mean, I sing relatively kind of all the time, but being in a space with all my peers, it's been a while. It had been a while since I had done that. Just being around such talented people, all the painters, and the musicians and everything. It was a great experience. Really, really great experience. I'm in that space. And that performance, I was very proud of it because usually, I don't know, usually after performance, I always had this like very lacking confidence afterwards, or I guess kind of during, but afterwards I'd always beat myself up about it. And because I'm usually doing background stuff, so being in the forefront, it was just very different. And I was very proud of it. I think it went pretty well.
No, it definitely.
It was really fun. We're just in the moment and just had a good time. So
Yeah,
it
you,
was cool.
you definitely killed it, bro. And like you've been doing it for a while now. When did you start making music and performing?
I started making music like 8th or 9th grade. I picked up the guitar and I just started writing. I've been writing ever since. I started doing performances in high school with an old friend of mine, Memo, at the time, and it's just been history since then. I sing every week in church. I do background vocals whenever I'm called. But I haven't been doing a lot of my own things necessarily, but in the background, I write, and I'm constantly playing guitar, constantly singing, writing my own songs. So it's been quite a while, and I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon.
I really hope not, because you did a beautiful cover of this mashup. I think it was the Music Soul Child, Just Friends,
Yes.
and the Boot Up.
Yeah.
Like, explain to me how that mashup came about. Like, how did you conceive that?
It was very random. It wasn't planned. So I was just sitting at home noodling around with some different chords, and I think I was singing Boot Up, and it just blended. It just came to my head. Honestly, it just came to my head. I wasn't planning it at all. And I was like, you know what, this could actually work. Let me tie it in with another song. Let's try 3 songs now. And it just worked. And I was like, all right, let's just post it. Why not? Instead of wasting time and sitting on a bunch of covers and not posting and doing stuff. So I finally just uploaded something. Because I think I hadn't uploaded on YouTube for a while. Or posted anything for a while before that video. But yeah, that was really fun. It was just something I did impromptu. And I think it came out pretty cool. Yeah. So I'm glad you liked it.
No, you are.
I'm glad you liked my little mashup, whatever that was. Yeah.
No,
so,
it definitely was like an uplifting, like just thing to see, because I don't really see many people doing mashups like that anymore. At least not effectively.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So shout out to you for even attempting to do it. And you killed it, bro.
Thank you.
But despite being able to go out and perform and actually be a part of the community, how have you been passing your time during this quarantine period? I know we're kind of a little bit over it, but
Yeah.
explain your experience.
My experience has been a very heavy, numbing, exhausting, but at the same time, such a beautiful time. for me, for myself, I thank God, as we know, we were talking earlier, no one close to me has passed. I'm so grateful to God, and my heart goes out to those who have been really, really affected by it. But during this time, just to kind of escape whatever has been happening, music, writing. I've been doing a little more writing during this time. Working, my 9 to 5 keeps me very busy.
That 9 to 5
my 9 to 5
trotting.
can't go wrong with that 9 to
You
5.
cannot. You cannot.
Yeah, just staying busy with that. In church, I keep busy in the church as well, and home, just zoning myself,
Zoning out.
just zoning in, which I don't know how healthy that is, but yeah, just zoning in and just trying to stay focused on just keep growing despite what's happening, despite like everything trying to just pull us down right now, because a lot of things are just happening where a lot of tearing down is taking place, and it's very easy to kind of fall and stay in that kind of dark space, but at the same time, there are a lot of people I feel that are fighting for, and a lot of voices out there that are going forth for that positive and that uplifting part of it. So just trying to stay in that space and keep moving forward is, the best thing. That's what I've been trying to do. So far, so good. And yeah, I'm just very happy that I'm alive.
Yo,
I could be here with you right now having this conversation.
That's a fact. I mean, me too.
Yeah.
Like that's all we could really do is just like just thank the God, like God, whoever. Like we're here.
Yeah.
And despite all the crazy things that's going on, like there is a silver lining at the end of it.
Yeah.
But I did want to ask you, like, your music taste is very, very eclectic.
Yeah.
I remember there was a moment in WCC where I think, what was it? You had an iPod or something? You had some type of MP3 and you were playing 21 Pilots.
Mm-hmm.
Like, explain to me, like, the different influences, because obviously you do church work. I've heard some rock influences. So, yeah, just elaborate on that.
Whoa. My style or my taste is like scattered.
Oh, there's a mosquito. I'm about to get through your pants. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Thank you for saving my leg. No. Yeah. So growing up, I was basically surrounded by reggae. So from Bob Marley to Marvin Gaye, then Shania Twain. It was just so scattered. But when I really like found myself, I guess, or where music kind of like hit it for me was really that middle school, which for everybody, like that middle school, when you're finding yourself middle school, high school time. And I was more into that whole punk rock. I was in that whole punk, which a lot of us were, but I was like in it. So Paramore, Taking Back Sunday, Fall Out Boy, that was like my like thing. That was it for me right then and there. But when I got to college, and I started doing more performances and branching out a little more, I got more into the R&B and soul side of things. Got more into jazz. Started at least connecting back to that jazz influence that my dad surrounded me with as a kid, and that's for me right now. This moment in my life, that type of music is kind of what moves me the most, like that hip hop and R&B, neo soul type of stuff. But just the other day, I was jamming out to some like alternative in my car.
Right.
So
as you always do, just kind of bump it by yourself.
Those are like my roots. Like that's my thing. But yeah, it's very scattered. It's like but I feel like that's what just makes me, me. That your whatever your influences are. That's what makes you you, and I think it's so beautiful, and that's what influences my style of music. A lot of the stuff that I write. They're never one genre, if that makes sense. I'll write one song that's very R&B centered, and then another day I've written stuff that are just very poppy for whatever reason. They just sound like that, and then other stuff that are so like just super rock. There's just straight rock. And yeah, I'm proud of my work, of the stuff I've done. So proud of my babies, and I don't think that's ever gonna change. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, definitely now I'll say that most of the stuff I've been creating have been definitely R&B.
Yeah.
Neo soul stuff, but
no, it's like a different frequency that you're playing. Like it's tapping into different parts of your body, like different parts of your brain.
Yeah.
And it's like just like hitting just different places that that could come from anywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be hip hop today. It doesn't have to be reggae today. It doesn't have to be R&B today. It could be whatever you want. You know what I mean? And
Yeah. The
definitely
awesome
doing
thing
that.
about it.
No, seriously. What are the three essential things that you need in order to create?
In order to create. My voice, because I'm always singing. Pen and paper to write down what I'm singing, my thoughts, so I don't forget them. And I would have picked the guitar, but I don't have to have that. And I'm gonna say,
She was like, I don't really need that, but I'm gonna
but
still use it.
but yeah, and some nice ginger and lemon tea. That's perfect for me. What I need to create to set the mood. So yeah, those are my three essentials.
Got you. So, have you released any music? Like, where can we find your music?
So what had happened was, no, I have not personally released any of my own music yet, for many reasons, many excuses. But you can find me being creative, whether that's posting music or photography, because I just do that for fun, nothing serious about that, on my Instagram. That's really it. But I do plan on releasing some music, all being well, if not the end of this year, because things are still a little crazy for me, like everybody at this time. The beginning of next year, I definitely want to start releasing some songs. It's about time. It's overdue.
Yo,
Way overdue.
definitely, I need to be able to plug you into my car, plug you into my studio,
Just blast
and
it.
blast it on monitor, bro. Because
Thank you.
definitely you need to be compensated for that, and also just you're talented. So
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
facts. But you want to drop your IG, drop
Yeah.
your YouTube, all that stuff.
So you can find me on Instagram at Althea_1 with 3 E's, and my YouTube channel, Althea. I think that's it. But you can find my YouTube channel. Once you go to my Instagram, it's all linked there. So, yeah.
Got you. Well, thank you for coming through to the Basement
Thank you for
Project.
having me.
We're about to get into this wrap up, this performance. She's about to blaze the stage. And yeah, that's about it.
Like you don't really care for girls like me. It's sad to say, but I have gotten used to it. But the way you're blowing these signs making my mind go wild. No, I don't mind, because you make me feel so good, 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 good. Yeah, you make me feel so good, 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 good. You got me tongue-tied. No, I cannot hide the way I feel inside. You got me tongue-tied. No, I cannot hide the way I feel inside. Oh, you got me tongue-tied. No, I cannot hide the way I feel inside. Oh, you got me tongue-tied. No, I cannot hide the way I feel inside. Yeah, me tongue tied. Don't stop blowing my mind.